Hello and welcome to What the F*** Just Happened Today, your essential guide to the daily shock and awe in national politics. I'm Joe Amditis. Let's get to it. It's Friday, March 12th, 2021. Welcome to Day 52. Joe Biden directed states to make all adults eligible for coronavirus vaccinations no later than May 1st and set a July 4th goal to mark our independence from this virus. The White House has promised that the country will have enough vaccine supply for all adults by the end of May, meaning not all adults will be able to get a vaccination on May 1st, but instead they will be able to get in line for one. Biden also said that he was doubling the number of pharmacies and the number of federally run mass vaccination centers to administer doses. The U.S., meanwhile, has administered more than 100 million shots so far, with 35 million people fully vaccinated and 66 million having received their first dose. The U.S. is now averaging over 2 million doses per day, and at a Rose Garden event celebrating the $1.9 trillion American Rescue Plan, Biden said the legislation changes the paradigm. He added, "For the first time in a long time, this bill puts working people in this nation first." Moving on, the Justice Department expects to charge at least 100 additional still unidentified people in connection with the January 6th attack on the Capitol, describing the investigation as one of the largest, most complex investigations and prosecutions in U.S. history. Federal prosecutors have already charged 320 people, executed more than 900 search warrants, and have received more than 15,000 hours of surveillance video. Authorities have also reviewed more than 1,600 electronic devices, 210,000 tips, and 80,000 witness interviews. Prosecutors asked a judge for 60-day delays across a series of Capitol riot cases, saying that it will take time to organize the evidence and make it available to suspects and their defense attorneys. Meanwhile, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Jerry Nadler, and at least 13 other House Democrats from New York called on Governor Andrew Cuomo to resign. 6 women have now accused Cuomo of sexual assault or harassment, and allegations have also emerged that his administration covered up COVID nursing home deaths. In a joint statement, the lawmakers said, "Unfortunately, the governor is not only facing the accusation that he engaged in a pattern of sexual harassment and assault, there is also the extensive report from the Attorney General that found the Cuomo administration hid data on COVID-19 nursing home deaths from both the public and the state legislature." The 6 harassment allegations are being investigated by State Attorney General Letitia James, while Democrats in the state assembly initiated an impeachment investigation, which will be carried out concurrently with the AG probe. Cuomo addressed the allegations at a news conference, saying, "I did not do what has been alleged, period. I'm not going to resign. I was not elected by the politicians. I was elected by the people." Back in D.C., the Biden administration will end a Trump-era policy that allowed the Department of Homeland Security to deport caregivers for unaccompanied migrant children. The 2018 policy allowed DHS to identify the immigration status of would-be caregivers and deport those who were in the country illegally. Officials say they hope that revoking the policy would encourage more parents to come forward to claim their children, which would also help alleviate crowding at Health and Human Services facilities. And finally, the Manhattan District Attorney leading the criminal investigation against Trump and the Trump Organization will not run for re-election. The decision by Cyrus Vance means that if he does decide to indict Trump, the next district attorney will inherit the investigation and will be responsible for prosecuting Trump. That's all for now. You can find the links and sources for all of these stories on the main website. And as always, visit whatthefjusthappenedtoday.com for the latest news and headlines. Until next time, I'm Joe Amditis.